My brother was one of the people that actually started drawing and made my interest grow. He kind of kindled that interest in drawing. So I was always sitting down one place and copying what he had already done.
Some Nigerians are taking giant strides that reflect positively on the society. Such is the case of Ogochukwu Ejiofor, a graduate of Fine and Applied Arts from the University of Benin, who is turning waste into artworks. She will be telling us more about her journey in the artistic world on this episode of Faces of Nigeria on Legit TV. I'm Temitope Kukola Olaya.
My name is Ogochukwu Ejiofor. I am a visual artist, a painter, an installation artist. I'm a craft person. I like writing stories too. And, well, I tell a lot of children's stories. I write for a newspaper called Style Beat Magazine about everything that has to do with art. It's an online magazine. Then I went to school. I went to University of Nigeria as an undergraduate. I graduated from UniBen as a postgraduate. I studied Fine and Applied Arts in University of Nigeria. Being a homemade artist, I think is a challenge, really. Some people might say, you're a boss of yourself. You do whatever you want to do by yourself. But if you don't have a culture of waking up in the morning at a very early hour and being useful, you'll be useless. I do a lot of painting, which revolved from using only acrylic on canvas to mixed media. That's trying a lot of other materials on canvas. And from there, I had that zeal to bring it out of canvas, and it became installation for me. There were things I couldn't express only on canvas, hence it needed to be touched and you can go around it, making it a 3D art. I started looking for materials to work with. I experimented a lot. I used from ropes to wire gauze to tissue paper waste. That's the tissue paper, the last part of the paper. Then I went into sellotapes, using sellotapes to create human forms. I went into using rope, that's jute bag. Jute bag is the onion bag that we use, Aboki people use to sell onions. So I started unstringing it and I used it to create human forms. And some of them I also used just as a textural base on my canvas. So my material, I would say, is vast. Anything that is not useful to any person is my material. It has always been a part of me. As a child, I was an artist. I've always wanted to do anything that had to do with art. I couldn't see myself doing any other thing. Although I argued a lot, so my parents thought maybe I could do law, right? My mom and my dad, they weren't really supportive at the beginning of my career, like going to school to study it. But after some time, they caved in and they said since I wasn't good with maths, I should just do whatever I want, since that's what I want to do. So I actually applied for Fine and Applied Arts, and I was given the admission. And though my mom wanted me to change to law in my second year, because she had that thing about, oh, artists don't have money, you need to get something stable doing, then you can do that as a hobby, you know. But I just felt if I did any other thing, I could break down. Yeah, and I actually did break down, because I worked when I came out from after my master's I worked at Redalia Workspaces as their manager. I also worked with Samovariety as his PA and his studio manager before I decided to just be on my own. My brother was one of the people that actually started drawing and made my interest grow, because then my mom would not like us to go out, so she preferred I stay home and read a lot. But my brother was always you can do whatever you like. But he kind of kindled that interest in drawing. So I was always sitting down one place and copying what he had already done, you know. And from there, I got better than him. Most times I go to people's houses. Those I'm conversant with, those I know one-on-one, and I just tell them, hey, your papers, please, in case you don't need them again, give it to me. Some of them will say, oh, we don't usually buy papers, or we don't buy newspapers and all. But I tell them, okay, paper is paper, A4 paper, newspaper, magazines, all those style magazines, give it to me, as long as you're not using it anymore. So most of them, because they already know that I take them, they just stack it up for me. So whenever I come, I pick it. Then I go to offices too and ask for their newspapers. Some of them are not willing to give me their A4 papers because of the sensitive documents, so they shred it. But I pick up the newspapers that they have. Then I also go to newspaper house. The highest I have actually sold is 450 for a piece. 450,000 naira, yes. 450,000 naira for a piece. That's the highest I have sold. And the highest I have been commissioned to do a whole body of work that comprises of 25 paintings is 1.5, which for me is a big deal. I go online, I have Instagram handle where people private chat if they like what they see on my page. Then through galleries, but I haven't started selling this paper installation to a very large audience. So I would still say it's a new thing. But I hope though that it wouldn't be new anymore as very soon with the whole exposure and all. I put out my works in galleries for them to sell. Sometimes they buy directly from me and sell at their own time. And well, they have personal customers who just come down to the studio and view what you have. And anyone they like, they might not like exactly the work the way it is, but they like something about the work, so they might tell you to just reproduce something like that instead of just taking that one.